BBC, inspiring Uganda.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Professor Emeka Akezua. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa. I'm here to take you on a journey of the university. The International University of East Africa is popularly known as IUEA. The university started in 2010. That was when it got its provisional license from the National Council for Higher Education. The National Council for Higher Education is the institution tasked by the Ugandan government to regulate universities. So we got our provisional license in 2010, and we opened our doors in 2011. We started with 50 students and about 80 lecturers way back in 2011. Today, we have about 3,000 students, and we have over 300 lecturers. So it's been quite a journey. But before I continue, it is good to know, why was the International University of East Africa founded? Well, the proprietors and the visionaries, the founders of the university, thought about the current situation, not only in Uganda, but in East Africa and Africa as a whole. And they looked at what current universities were doing and areas where they could come in and make a difference. So the idea was, we are moving into the next industrial revolution. What that means is we need students who can problem solve, students who can work with technology, because at the end of the day, it's the technology that makes the difference, whether it's for an individual, for a group of people, or a nation. The defining factor is your ability to master technology and to apply it to the existing problems. So the founders decided that the best thing that can be done was to create a technological university that will enable the country to build a very solid foundation in technology. Now, when we say technology, we don't only mean the hardware of technology. We mean the thought process of technology, the problem-solving process of technology, the application of applicable solutions to current problems. So IUEA was founded on the notion of a very strong university that will produce excellent students who can problem solve and lead the country and the region into the future. So that is the genesis for the creation of IUEA. IUEA has distinguished itself as a technological university. We have won numerous awards for the innovations that have come out of this university within this short period of time. I'm sure if you walk into IUEA right at the reception area, you will see a big cabinet containing a lot of trophies. Those are awards that we have won in the different categories in education, innovation, and the whole life. So now, as a technological university, the founders' vision was for IUEA to be the technological university of choice in Africa. That is the vision. And the mission is to create or to provide an excellent education that includes practical experience and skills. And our motto is learning to succeed. So you can see that from their inception of creating a very strong university that can provide solutions, technological solutions to problems, that carries into our vision to be the technological university of choice in Africa. And in order to be the technological university of choice, we have to be able to provide an excellent education that includes practical experience and skills. Because technology is not like philosophy, where you can talk but you don't see it. Technology you use on a daily basis. It's a tool. Of course, it's a mindset as well. But you have your smartphones, that is technology. You have smart cars, that is technology. You have the ability to do, complex operations to cure diseases, that is technology. You have clean water that comes from good technology. So technology is everywhere today, in business, in law, in science, in engineering, everywhere technology is there. So in order for us to excel, we have to provide an excellent one that includes practical experience and skills. Because one other thing that distinguishes IUEA from other universities is that the founders realized that a lot of those who provide jobs, the market, complain a lot that African students graduate with fantastic degrees, but when you give them something to do, they fall apart. They cannot problem solve to help the company to create better products. They cannot think about good policies. So there's a shortcoming between the papers that African students have and the experience, the quality of problem solving that they have, of productivity. So the objectives, of course, and the aim was to solve that problem. And that is what we are doing with the vision, mission, and our mandate. The activities we have done are numerous. Okay, we've done a lot of activities in the educational sphere and also in the technology sphere. In the education sphere, we've always tried to make sure that our curricula match with what industry is looking for, so that we can train adequate people. Because at the end of the day, the objective of having a good education is so people can go into the industries and be able, or ministries, wherever the job is, and be able to contribute meaningfully, to be able to help them boost the bottom line, to be able to help them create better policies. So our activities have revolved around hands-on education. It has revolved around innovation. I'm sure most of you have heard about the IUEA electric motorcycle, which IUEA introduced in 2022. But of course, it's been a long time coming. Such things don't just pop up in a year. It's a long research project, working and reworking and the like. We also have the electric tractor for farmers. We have electric boats. So the whole thing for IUEA is to be relevant to what is happening in the world today, what is happening in Uganda today, what is needed by the country. So the electric motorcycle, the electric boat, the electric tractor, the electric initiatives we have is one that addresses climate change, because climate change is a big issue worldwide. The planet is heating up. If we continue using petrol and the way we've been using fossil fuel technology, the world will not be habitable because it will be too hot. So everybody's looking for an alternative. So IUEA is contributing to that debate. IUEA is contributing to that problem so that we can keep the temperature of the earth down, so we can continue to inhabit the planet. So that is what that electric initiative is for. We also have activities in recycling. As you well know, most cities in the world, including Kampala, of course, are littered by bottles, plastic bottles, waste. So it's a problem. Now, IUEA has a plastic recycling project. So the activities we do there include recycling plastic into other products, pavers, for example, potholders, a variety of solutions. So we are taking a problem where instead of plastic plugging the drains and becoming a pollutant, irritant to people, we take those and we transform them into something new. And we teach our students that these activities are things that you can think about and create jobs out of. We also have innovation activities in a variety of other areas. For example, cybersecurity activities. We have a cybersecurity group that can enable companies to strengthen their servers, to strengthen their information technology infrastructure. We have community activities where our students go out and help the community in a variety of ways to do health issues, legal issues, and a variety of other things. We've had quite a lot of achievements, and in fact, one of our biggest achievements is the charter. IUEA was chartered in 2022, last year. So that is a huge achievement because it is not easy to get a charter. To get a charter means that you are operating at a very high level. You are equivalent to the public universities. So this was done in 2022. So our journey has been a very interesting journey. We started with 50 students and about 80 lecturers, and we started with 2 faculties, Faculty of Business and Faculty of Engineering and Science and Technology, so 3 faculties. So over the years, we've added 1 more faculty, the Faculty of Law. So now we have 4 faculties, and we have higher education certificate as well. So the whole idea is to be able, and we have 2 master's programs, the Master of Information Technology and the Master of Business Administration. So we are making progress, and very soon we'll be having certificate programs as well. We do have short courses. So our whole approach is to cover a whole lot of grounds to give a lot of people the opportunity to join, from certificate all the way to masters as of now. Of course, in the future, what I'll talk about our future plans, we will be having PhD programs as well. So our achievements have been numerous, but of course the charter is one of the crowning achievements that we've had. We've been able to do a lot. We also have a sporting arena that we are improving significantly so that it will be a world-class arena for our students and of course for members of the community. And last year we also built 3 smart classrooms because, as you know, 2020 with the pandemic changed a lot in education and also of course in the world of work. But in the world of education, we have to move to a digital space where we can teach our students regardless of where they are. In 2020, we applied for the emergency online distance e-learning program. We were licensed in 2020 to teach. We were also licensed to teach online in 2021, and we are continuing with our online program. So our online program is one of our big achievements as well. And our online programs won a lot of awards. So we have the smart classrooms where students can interact with each other and with the lecturer. In fact, it's a modern way of teaching because we are transiting from a lecturer-based kind of teaching to a learner model of teaching where students do a lot of interactive activities, and it's in line with our mission to provide an excellent education that includes practical experience and skills. So our achievements are quite numerous, to enumerate. And of course, we've had challenges. As a technological university, a university that is looking forward, dealing with young men and women that will be taking up the challenges of tomorrow, we need a lot of, support. But what seems to happen is that we are looked at as a private university, and most funding agencies tend to gravitate towards public universities. But in my view, we are creating the same kind of, students, in the sense that whether it's private university or public university, our students go out there and work in the ministries. They go out there and work in the industries. They go out there and create businesses. So if we can get some support from the government, grants from agencies that will look at what we can do, not whether we are private or public, but what we can do, what we have done so far, then we will be able to overcome some of this, because it is very, very costly to be at the forefront of technology, because technology changes rapidly. We have to increase bandwidth, we have to increase the capacity of the infrastructure that we have. But luckily, if you look around, IUEA is probably one of the most beautiful universities in Uganda. We have very beautiful gardens out there. where our students can sit and enjoy. We have campus-wide Wi-Fi, where the students bring their device, sit wherever they like in the green garden out there. Numerous spaces. If you want a quiet space, there's a quiet space. If you want to work with your colleagues somewhere, there is, that space for you. So we continue to expand on these things and continue to expand on our innovation hub, which is one of our other achievements. At IUEA, we have the IUEA Innovation Hub, and that Innovation Hub is comprised of the E-Mobility Research Center, where all research regarding e-mobility, electric batteries, electric vehicles are worked on. We have the recycling lab, where those who are interested in recycling go there, brainstorm, come up with ideas about what to do with recycling, green spaces. We have the Innovation Center, where students go, sit, think about something that they want to create and work with their colleagues to create it. We also are coming up with the Incubation Center, where students who have business ideas go for help so that they can flesh out their idea and take it out to market. So these are some of the things we do, and we have terrific infrastructure on which to do that. I also want to thank the Ministry of Education for giving us a very good atmosphere to operate, very good supportive atmosphere within which we can nurture the next generation of Ugandan students, of African students. So it's a collaborative effort. We've achieved a lot, but we've achieved it with the help of these partners. And we look forward to having more partners in the area of research. We need more grants in order for us to deepen the research we've already started, because we have a variety of them, and to go into new areas, because today's world is a very fast world. Things change. The pace of change today is very different from what it was 10 years ago or even 20 years ago. So as a responsive university, as a young, dynamic university, we always move in the direction of change, in the direction of improvement. And that is how we think we can continue to be the best in Uganda and the best in Africa. We have graduation once a year, the last Thursday of November every year. And over the years, our numbers have been increasing in terms of the number of graduates we put out there. And I'm happy to also mention that over 80% of our graduates are employed, according to our tracer studies. So that's a big testament to what we do. Now, we have 3 intakes. We have a January intake, May intake, and September intake. So we are now moving into our May intake. And these intakes, are made so that students can have the opportunity, depending on when they graduate, to be able to join us. And we are in Kansanga, Kampala, 1112 to 1121 Kansanga Gaba Road. That is where you can find the International University of East Africa. We are also online, iuea.ac.ug. Again, the website is iuea.ac.ug. Of course, students can walk in at any time. We are open, friendly, and parents can come in, take a look at, at what we have, look around, talk to the lecturers, talk to the staff, talk to fellow students, and that is how we get a lot of our students, because we keep our students very happy. We give them the environment they need in terms of the physical environment, very clean, very nice, but also in terms of mentorship. We talk to them. We help them to grow. In fact, last Friday we had a cultural gala in which from morning till evening our students came from everywhere. They were Uganda, from Liberia, from Malawi, Zimbabwe. They came, displayed their culture, and they had a good time. So our students have a good time in terms of social life. They also have a fantastic time learning what they came here to learn in a very friendly environment. So that is where you can find us, and if you are interested, our May intake is open, and of course it's not too early. You can also apply for the September intake if that is what is more convenient for you. And we are working on our online program. We are waiting accreditation from the National Council for Higher Education to continue. So we will continue both online and face-to-face, because online is the new reality. So I thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk about the International University of East Africa.